I know, unfortunately, a few more minutes with Joe Biden, possibly our next president.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend! I think we're all indebted to Gabby Johnson for clearly stating what needed to be said. I'm particularly glad that these lovely children were here today to hear that speech. Not only was it authentic frontier gibberish, it expressed a courage little seen in this day and age.
Your teachers who touched them, figuratively speaking, well, I hope you touch them and tell them how much you love them too. But my point is, when you touch their hearts, I get in trouble with some things I say, but I want to tell you, just be straight up. If I'm your president, me, it starts here in my gut, goes to my heart, and then I articulate it.
Hey, you get back here, you pass. Can they say to winter? There's no way that nobody's gonna leave this town.
It's a good question. Number one. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down. So it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. 1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings.
And no sidewinding, bushwhacking, hornswoggling, crocker is gonna roll away biscuit cutter.
Out the carts on a forklift. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
And no sidewinding, bushwhacking, hornswoggling, crocker is gonna roll away biscuit cutter.
So you're arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
His campaign said, well, he's used this before. He's called people lying dog-faced pony soldiers. It came out of a John Wayne movie, but no one can seem to identify the John Wayne film that it allegedly came out of. So I don't know if that's true.
Can they say to winter? There's no way that nobody's gonna leave this town. Hell, I was born here, and I was raised here, and dadgummit, I'm gonna die here. And no sidewinding, bushwhacking, hornswoggling, crocker is gonna roll away biscuit cutter.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down. So it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
There's no truth in everyone whatsoever. That's total fabrication on your part.
1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend!
I think we're all indebted to Gabby Johnson for clearly stating what needed to be said. I'm particularly glad that these lovely children were here today to hear that speech.
Kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Not only was it authentic frontier gibberish, it expressed a courage little seen in this day and age.
Well, I hope you touch them and tell them how much you love them too. But my point is, when you touch their hearts, I get in trouble with some things I say, but I want to tell you, just be straight up. If I'm your president,
The pony soldier has spoken.
And so enters Napoleon, you can't buy a 64-ounce drink, Bonaparte. He's a doozy.
There's no truth in everyone whatsoever. That's total fabrication on your part.
I didn't. I mean, a lot of other people have said that.
Yeah, I know many people are saying that. Many people say a lot of things. I don't believe it. You don't believe it. I don't see it. You don't see it, be it, play it, hear it, me
A
it.
mistake was made. We thought we were told by the experts that crack, you never go back.